Carry on, treading softly as you go. Carry on, knowing all that you know. Carry on with the confidence of the stars above, for you were born in the radiance of love. Carry on in the joy of your path, never missing a moment to laugh. Hold the hand of our beloved, lean into the wind, and in each other find your shelter again. Carry on as your lives call you forth. Carry on fully knowing your worth. May you bring to this world what the world needs to know, and be brave in the living and then let go. Together than apart, keeping tender the country of your heart. When you come to the place when you cannot see, walk on anyway in a sacred mystery. Carry on to thy spirit be true. May the breath of sweet heaven breathe in you. Behold all the beauty of both shadow and light, and remember how loved you are tonight. Behold all the beauty in both shadow and light, and remember how loved you are tonight. Carry on.
Carry on. Carry on knowing your worth, knowing that you have something to offer this world, brave in the living of that and in the letting go of whatever needs to be released so that you can be all that you are created to be. And we know that we have the power within us to do this because there is only one presence and one power. So let's take a look at that opening statement in your bulletin and on your screen, and let's affirm that together. There is only one presence, one power, and one activity, God, the good, omnipotent. And the prayer for our church, keeping in mind our mission to love the soul, light the mind, lift the heart, and heal the body as we say these words together. Bless the work of our church, O Lord. Let our ideals be true. Let our efforts be helpful. Let our words be filled with healing. Let our attitude be joyful. Let the stranger find true welcome and remain as friend. For the Father draws his beloved to this place in his name. Let love and understanding among all people establish peace in our world. Father, Mother God, we thank you. Now I invite you to bring to mind one or two other people that you'd like to hold in prayer. And as you do so, envision the Christ within, the Christ being their higher purpose, their higher being, the power within them to move forward, doing what they need to do to be the best expression of God that they can be in their lives. And we don't pretend or think that we know the answer to their prayers. We simply envision a look on their face as they realize their prayers have been answered. And so let us say this prayer for others together. As I behold the Christ in you, I see you happy, healthy, prosperous, loving, and beloved, going forth joyously to meet your good. And so this is the vision that we hold. And we see them moving forward in their lives, taking the next best step for them as they embrace their own truth. And as always, we are grateful for answered prayer. Amen. Now I invite you to join us in our hymn for today, which is on the back of the cream-colored insert in your bulletin, on the back of the peace song, and it's called,
Yes, I Am. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. And I know forevermore that I am love. Yes, I know forevermore that I am love. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God. Yes, I am here to learn. Yes, I am here to live. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. And I know forevermore that I am love. Yes, I know forevermore that I am love. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God, of God, my God, of God, my God.
okay, now let's just embody that, okay? Okay, so first thing I'm going to point out to you in our announcements is this wonderful intention we have set out into the universe, an intentional desire for a part-time office manager. There are some qualifications here. a list of the compensation received when you step into this wonderful possibility, and some of the requirements. So if you are willing to do this, or you're getting that little nudge of spirit that says, you need to listen to that, and then you need to call me during office hours so we can have a little discussion about it. So here's the intention, and it's out there in the universe now. So let's see what the universe brings to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you, amen. And so, upcoming classes and events. First thing I want to point out is something that's not in your bulletin. This is called Peaceful Praise Prayer Retreat. It is being held at, where is it?
Unity of Sussex County.
Thank you, Unity of Sussex County. Reverend Lori is going. She thinks that this is going to be a really meaningful and wonderful retreat. Unity of Sussex County is probably a couple hours from here. It is going to be held on Saturday, April 5th at 9 a.m., from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in person. Everyone is welcome for a day of an experiential, deeper connection with the divine. This is being given by Reverend Shea. What is Reverend Shea's last name? Do we even know? She's on the Connect calls with us every week with Reverend Lori and I, and she's a delight and an inspiration. So this would be a really cool retreat if you would like to go to it. Talk to Reverend Lori because she's going to be going, and she would be happy to carpool with anyone who might be interested in attending. So just wanted to announce that and let you know about that, and we'll see if we can get a little something in the narthex for you to be able to look at next week about that. Okay, so also we have our wonderful class, The Christ, with Dr. Stephanie Bush Mann, RLUT, that is beginning a week from tomorrow. And she is teaching us this through Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute, so it is open to a wide range of people, and she already has people signed up from all over the place coming into the class. And she has also graciously agreed to contribute half of the donations that are the cost of the fee cost of anyone who signs up from our church to our church, which is very generous of her. So we're very excited about that. And we're more excited for Reverend Stephanie being able to take this opportunity. Dr. Stephanie, not yet, Reverend, she's working on that. Dr. Stephanie to be able to take the opportunity, to have the opportunity to teach this class, which is a great class. If you want to learn more about what that means in unity, the Christ, and get a hold on where you stand with it and what it means to you in your life, then come on in and email Dr. Stephanie at the email address that is in your bulletin and blast. Let her know that you want to sign up. The cost for the course is $80 to take. If you would like to take it for credit, just in case there might be a calling for you somewhere along the line to become a licensed Unity teacher, and you might need credit for this course, it's an extra $45, and that is sent directly to Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute. Well, Stephanie will send it to Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute. You will pay everything to her, and she sends it to where it needs to go. Yes, thank you, Stephanie, for making sure that that was clear. Okay, Creating the Beloved Community continues. Again, if you have not signed up for this and you would like to be involved in this, we would love to have you involved in this with us. The lessons for the next meeting, which is April 1st, have already gone out. They just went out this week, so it's still not too late. After this week, it's going to get hard for you to jump in because things are going to start building on what has happened before. So we're giving this what I'm going to call last opportunity for you to jump in and be a part of it. Just call the church and let us know. Give us your email address. Put it in the chat. Message us if any of you virtually would like to join us because it is on Zoom. The entire thing is on Zoom. So, just if you haven't done it yet, I encourage you to jump in. I think we have like between 15 and 17 people signed up. So this is awesome. And this is a wonderful opportunity for us to enhance this beloved community and really get ourselves involved in the growth and unfoldment of ourselves as individuals, which will result in the growth and unfoldment of this beloved community into the greater community at large. So come on and be a part of it, okay? Project Lotions and Potions packaging is going to be on Wednesday, April 2nd, which is a week from Wednesday already, at St. Bartholomew's Episcopal Church in Cherry Hill. Come and join us for an opportunity to support the people in our local community. Sign up in the narthex so that we know who to look for that will be coming. Foundations of Unity class for membership with Reverend Laurie is also starting actually in 2 weeks, and that's on April 6th that begins. Read about that some more in your bulletin here. If you would like to know more about Unity or become a member of the church, this class is required. Of course, Norma's Book Club is continuing. Groundskeeping and service is coming up on April 12th, and then we have a whole gamut of things that are happening during Holy Week from Palm Sunday on. You'll also be getting a letter about that. It's all right here in your bulletin. I think that is enough. And so now I am going to ask Reverend Laurie to come up and read from a daily word that is pertinent to today's lesson.
Today's daily word is divine order, which comes from Sunday, June 12th, 2016. And our affirmation is, love leads the way to divine order. You can find the affirmation on the inside cover of your bulletin. Let's say it together. Love leads the way to divine order. In war-torn biblical times, Naomi and her daughters-in-law, Ruth and Orpah, lost their husbands. Ruth, in a courageous act of devotion to Naomi, pledged her commitment to stay with Naomi, return to her homeland, and adopt her people and her God. Like Ruth, I follow my heart and do the next right thing. Despite any outer appearances to the contrary, divine order prevails in my life. I devote myself to what serves the greater good. The order is reestablished even out of chaos when I follow my heart. In Hebrew, Ruth's name means love, and love is always at the helm of order. I follow my heart in all circumstances and let love lead the way. Our Bible verse is from the book of Ruth, chapter 1, verse 16. Do not press me to leave you or to turn back from following you. Where you go, I will go. Where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God shall be my God. And again, our affirmation is, love leads the way to divine order.
So today, this is our entire service. We're talking about the life of Ruth and Naomi. And we're going to be looking at things historically, literally, and metaphysically. So this is going to be an interesting little journey. We're going to be looking at whether Ruth's decision to go with Naomi was really based in love and devotion, or was it more of a matter of survival in those times? And we might ask ourselves as we're going along in this story, can love lead the way to divine order? So March is Women's History Month, which is why I thought it might be appropriate to talk about women in the Bible today. And last year, I took a Women in the Bible class with Reverend Kelly Isola. And much of today's lesson, a lot of the thinking in it, some of the thinking process in it, not all of it, some of it, is based on some ideas that came out of that class. So how many of you are really familiar with the story of Ruth and Naomi? Okay, so I wonder how familiar you are with it. And we're going to go through it today anyway, whether you're familiar with it or not, you're going to be now. So don't worry, we're not going to read the entire book. It's a synopsis, although the book itself is really short and sweet. It's only 4 short chapters. Now, according to the Jewish Talmud, the story of Ruth was written by the prophet Samuel. It's interesting when you read it because as Naomi speaks of Ruth, she never really calls her by name. although she is mentioned by name in there by the author. It's often considered a story of love and devotion, which it may be. However, it may also be a story of strength and survival. So to get a truer picture of the situation, we're going to put ourselves in the culture and times of the story. You already heard from the Daily Word that it was a war-torn times. In ancient Israel, during the time of the Judges, which is the book that this is from, it was a period marked by social instability, moral decline, and sporadic leadership. So the book of Ruth can be seen as an illustration of how by simply putting one foot in front of the other and doing what is in front of us to do that is necessary, we can divinely order our lives. Now, again, I'm going to encourage you to read this book on your own because it's only 4 short chapters. Maybe you can let that be part of your homework, is to actually read this book. And it might be, you can read the King James Version. It might be easier to read in a New Revised Standard Version. As we go along, I would like you to remember that female characters in the Bible represent an aspect of our feeling nature. And that always needs to be balanced, doesn't it? So as the story goes, a Jewish woman named Naomi left Bethlehem with her husband and 2 sons because of a famine, and they went to Moab. Now, keep in mind that Bethlehem means house of bread. And our house is not only our body, but also the consciousness that is housed within this body, which in the case of Bethlehem metaphysically represents a consciousness of the substance of spirit, spirit as provider. So a famine in Bethlehem would represent what? Lack? Yeah, a lack consciousness. Moab is related to human consciousness. It symbolizes the body or material consciousness and the outer conditions of life, and yet there is good in Moab, or at least a possibility of good. Because you remember, it was from the top of a mountain in Moab that Jehovah showed Moses the promised land. So in Moab, we can see the promised land, but we can't quite get to it until something changes. So while in Moab, Naomi's husband dies, and she's left with her 2 sons who have married Moabite women, Orpah and Ruth. And it's important